make sure everything is working properly. No, turn that off. Okay. It's time to start working on some comics. Like, oh my gosh, I have not been working on my stuff because I've been in the middle of moving. So that's fun. Been super busy. I finally got my space set up so I have somewhere to work and do things. Oh my gosh. My whole room is just in complete disarray. I mean, it's not as bad as it was when we first moved in. I think moved in about a week ago now. Now everything's all weird. Trying to get things set up. Earlier I had a neighbor that was moving, so I really couldn't do anything like stream-wise. Just because I don't know, they were listening to some pretty loud music, and the walls around here are pretty good at deadening the noise, which I was really, really happy about because we have a neighbor who's super duper noisy. So he likes to listen to loud rock while he's working on his yard, so it's not even like the really good kind of rock. Like, it's like a couple good classic rock songs on there, but on his playlist, but yeah, not my favorite stuff. What can you do though? What can you do? Close the door, close the window, I suppose. Pretty much this whole morning. Oh man, I am so out of practice. This whole week has been about like just unpacking, getting things ready, and it's just honestly been so chaotic. I haven't gotten to draw anything for almost 2 weeks, so there went my buffer, and now I gotta work on this again. Now I have to remember how to draw Danny's hair. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. It looks, it's like going up too high, I think. Okay, I'm starting over. Maybe I should just done a warm-up sketch instead of just going right into the lines. But now that I've had like this nice little buffer to kind of give me padding, like I can't, now it's gone, and now I feel bad. I feel like I've been too lazy, too complacent with my comic. Not that I had a choice though. I don't know why I'm being so hard on myself about it. Oh, okay, I'm coming back to Danny. I can't figure out his hair right now. Let's do Della. Her hair's, I've drawn it a million times, so it should, the muscle memory should be retained in my hands, in my fingers. Oh. Yes. This whole morning, I think, got up about 7:30 or something, had a chill breakfast time, and then I went out into the garden about 8:30. Was pretty much working in it for 3 hours total. I think I was working it for about an hour, and then I realized I needed gloves that actually fit me, you know? I was trying to do, like, hoe out a garden bed, because we want to plant some vegetables, and I want to plant a bunch of flowers, but, like, I didn't have any gloves that fit me properly. So, like, I had one pair that was super slippery, and every time I would go, like, I would raise the hoe and swing, it would slide out of my hands because the gloves were so slick. And then there was another pair that they were just super big, So they worked fine for like if I was just holding the hoe, but anytime I wanted to like lean down and like pick up a piece of dirt and throw it out, oh my, throw it away, like the gloves would fall off because they were too big and all stretched out and stuff. Ugh. So I had to give myself a little bit of a break and go to a hardware store and get some gloves, and spending so much money this whole month. Oh my god. But it's nice to have my little art station set up. It's been really suffocating, actually. I'm finding more and more that I'm really preferring actually getting to do art and stuff during the week, not just on the weekends and stuff. As a scientist, your job is very, you can't be creative necessarily unless you're kind of inventing things. You have to go by the protocol and by the numbers, and which is all fine and dandy. I don't mind it. It's just, it can be a little suffocating when that's all you do day in, day out. At least all my science works. all my work is good. I don't have to redo it. We'll see what things look like after the analysis happens. Lots of interesting things happening there. We got this whole new protocol and software and program and everything, so I hope I don't have to redo all my work from last week. I think I'm going to be starting on a new project, so that'll be a little refreshing. I was hoping I could work on some trick and treat stuff today, or at least, like, I kind of wanted the streams to just be for trick and treat planning and character design, but I don't know if that's what I can do today. For sure it's not what I can do today. Maybe another time. But that's really what I was hoping to do with their stuff. Oh, wow, this is actually mostly lined. I might get to start coloring if I can figure out his face first. Ugh. Okay. I'll save his upper body for the last bit, because I'm not feeling too confident. Or his upper body. His head. It's not his upper body. He's not like SpongeBob, where his whole body is his head. Yeesh. Okay. One moment, let me see. I'm gonna pop that down here. I'm not entirely certain if I have whatchamacallit, if I've shared my stream yet. I don't know. Maybe today wasn't a good day for people, but it's a good day for me, so I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, I guess. Can I share it? I can share it. Alright. Windows. So I'm still trying to figure out this whole what do you call it? Workflow setup, I guess. I can figure out how to do this more professionally another time, I guess. But it's okay, right? I can just kind of ramble a little bit. Be like, hey. Oh well. I was just looking at some of my notifications from my DeviantArt, and I could not believe. So someone like went and favorited a lot of my old Devil May Cry stuff. I'm assuming it's because of the new game that came out a while ago. And just like, oh my gosh. I basically saw a bunch of my old, I don't even know, it's like kind of fan art. I had a friend who had added me or invited me to join this Virgil fan club, And, I was like, okay, yeah, you're my friend. I'll join your club, even though I don't play Devil May Cry or anything. It's like, I want to. I told him, I don't actually play Devil May Cry. And so I just started making a bunch of fan art. And it's, oh my god, you guys. I don't know why I drew half of what I drew. I drew Virgil as a chibi princess, and I don't understand what my thought process was. So it's like even more scary, honestly, than looking in your old yearbooks is like looking at your old DeviantArt posts. Like, oh my gosh, how old would those be now? Yeah, 10 years old. That drawing, that post, everything, 10 years old. And it's, wow. Oh my god, I was such a spaz. I was really quiet in class, but god dang, on the internet, I mean in general on the internet, I'm much more emotional, I guess. It's the XD emoji that makes it look so exciting, right? Everything I do, the better XD. It's my favorite emoji, and I will always use it. I much prefer my old-fashioned letter emojis to those fancy graphic smiley faces. I don't like those as much. Except on DeviantArt. I think it's just your basic nostalgia. I don't think it's anything really deep or pretentious or anything. They're a little easier to do too. I guess you don't have to like filter through your emojis. I mean, eventually your phone should be able to like use predictive text and be like, oh, after this word they like to put a smiley face, and that makes it fast. But I'm an old granny when it comes to phones, and I can't draw his arm either. I think my fingers are really tired from all the gardening today. I might have to cut this short because they are a little shaky, and I do have like 4 blisters on my it's not a palm. What do you, there's got to be a name for like, okay, so if I'm going to draw a hand as an example, ooh, look, those are fingers. Yep. Right here is where I have blisters. What is this region called? Is it like called the upper palm? I have no idea. So I don't really know. I don't rightfully know. But that's where I have 2 blisters on either side of my on both of my hands. It hurts so much. I really needed to take a shower, and I didn't want to take a shower because I knew how badly it was going to hurt to get those things wet. It hurt really bad, and I was like really afraid of the soap, but I really needed a shower. Like, when you get salt crystals just kind of accumulating on your arm, you should probably go take a shower. Don't be nasty, I guess. I didn't want to make my whole art room smell sweaty and gross and earthy. I feel like I draw better after I have a nice, refreshing shower. I have such a nice big window in front of my drawing desk now. It's really motivating. I'm gonna open that a little bit more. It's on the other side. I'm gonna walk. I have to walk to go turn this thing. Oh, I'm gonna turn on the window. Yes, let's turn on the window. Open the window. Adela, let's open the window. Whatever. Natural light. Ooh. It's so bright. That's the big selling point for the property management. Or was it this one or was it a different one? I don't remember. Whether I was like watching some like video tours about houses, and like they like the word big and the word bright. They really love the word bright. And I think that's kind of funny because, like I said, in Oregon we don't have a lot of light, so that must be how they get their selling point. I think he doesn't have enough of a jaw. Is that what's bothering me? Let's get rid of that. Maybe I really just need to practice drawing him more. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, we're redoing this whole piece right here. Oh my gosh. Off with his head. Okay. So I heard, I've known for a while now that American McGee was coming up with another Alice game, and I am so hyped. I am so excited. It's like one of my favorite games like ever. I'll be honest, the first one on the PC is really hard. Maybe it's more, the format is more friendly for PC, but when I got it, it was a free to download with a new copy of Madness Returns. So that's how I got that game, and it was formatted for PS3. It's not too bad, but it was a little difficult to control things. And I guess it was a little bit weird, the way she would move. I don't know. But yeah, it was very interesting. I played the second game. Played that game a lot. I've done cosplay of that. That's pretty fun. That's the other thing I'm really hoping to do more of now that I have so much more space in this house. Like, I really want to do more sewing and cosplay projects. I'm gonna get my boyfriend into it. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh my god. All the couple cosplays we could do, you guys. I'm so excited. I don't know how into the idea of couple cosplays he is, but he's willing to try, so I don't know what I'd do. Shang and Mulan would be so easy though. Like, I already have my Mulan cosplay. It'd be pretty easy to make a Shang one. God, this hand. Oh my gosh, I am so out of practice. What the heck and what? Ah! This is what I get for not drawing for, a week. It seems like a decent head shape. Let's zoom out and we'll find out. Yeah, that's a pretty good sized head, I guess. Oh, the things you find yourself saying as an artist. Okay, let's map out that wonderful hair. I'm not gonna even look at that because it's just gonna mess me up. I'm just gonna have to take my time. Again, I'm gonna have to drill myself to draw him, because I don't draw him as much as the other guys. Certainly not as much as I draw Della. But all I really know is that he's got 3 little pokies right in this area. That's all I really try to keep consistent. I'm pretty sure it's 3 pokies. I don't think it's 2. 2 looks wrong. It's oh, now I'm second guessing myself. Danny, why did I make your hair so different? I mean, it's probably good that I made it different because I don't want them all to have the same hairstyle, you know? No, pussy. I think I don't have any more thumbnails for Wing Chun chips right now. I've been too busy. I have plenty of scripts done, so hopefully I can work on making some, what do you call them? Thumbnails. I just said a word. More thumbnails later. That'll be good. This is kind of a creepy face. I should make it look less creepy in the final drawing. Yeah, the inking stage. I think Danny's like one of the only ones I really... No, I guess not. I guess I don't give anybody noses in this one. Wow, I really forgot all of my stuff. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's been the other part, you know, like a while back I did a comic about going to kung fu class versus sitting down at my art table and doing my work. And it's been a similar situation. Again, I can't really go to classes now because I'm too busy. I was thinking about going tomorrow, but I want to work on the garden a little bit more because it's the time of year to start planting things and putting things in the ground. I don't want to miss it. So it's a shame. I'm gonna have to get back on to some people's cases about maybe learning the Tai Chi fan form though, because I really want to learn that form. That would be pretty cool. Oh, it's so exciting, these lines. How many more lines do I have? Oh, I have to do his hand. Okay. Wrong brush. Okay. Up we go. Oh no. Oh, right, I started if you're ever trying to learn a language, I do highly recommend this one app called Drops. It has a lot of different languages and it's really good for picking up vocabulary, which I was really excited about because I really wanted something that was good quality to help me pick up more vocab in Cantonese because I'm trying to learn Cantonese. It's a bit difficult. The sources are very limited. It's not, and you know, trying to find time, I guess, to learn it is hard. But it's a very good app. I just got a notification. That's why I'm rambling off about this. A notification about it. Practicing my garden vocabulary, and I didn't finish my lesson because I really just wanted to find one word, and then I closed the app. But I had to start a lesson to do that, and it's like, hey, you have 4 minutes left. It's nice. I just kind of have it set to do 5 minutes at a time, so I don't have to do tons of work. It's just to, you know, get a little bit more practice in. I also feel bad because I can't talk to my boyfriend's grandma very much, and I can understand a little bit, so I can understand when she's like telling people like, why does she just sit there and not talk? She's just staring. I can kind of tell. And I feel bad, but yeah. Oh, that's not switch. What can you do? You just gotta keep on going. Oh, scandalized face! Ah! What do you think they're talking about here? I'm not gonna tell anybody. Not yet. That's good. That's partly why I don't want to do too many Wing Chun chips on streams, because I don't want to like give away all the punchlines and stuff. So I need to figure out when I need to stop stop sharing things with everyone. Alrighty, I'm gonna start doing some coloring. Let's color in the uniforms first. This is really convenient because, you know, having characters that have uniforms, because then you can just like color fill everything. I'm just gonna select everything and color it all in one color, and it's gonna be nice. Whew. Fine edge. Yeah, that looks good. Just like once you put the color down, it's like, oh, I've done a lot today. I got so much work done. Oh, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I lost 2 of my uniforms. I can't find my others. Oh my god, I don't know where they could have possibly gone. I'm just like really bummed out because now I don't have, like, I have one shirt and it has like this huge hole in the armpit, and I'm like, I'm not wearing this. This is a mess. Like, I could fit my elbow through there. Like, it's not just like a little teeny rip. It's a legitimate hole, and it's like the worst part to get like a tear, because you really can't do much about it. You just kind of have to figure out like, so basically my problem with it is just that the seams of the shirt, it's right where the seams of the shirt start to kind of come together. If you look at your shirt where the sleeve is attached right under the armpit, that part comes undone. And if you've ever tried to keep repairing a seam over and over, that seam keeps getting like deeper and deeper. You basically just kind of end up shortening the sleeve and the shirt at the seam. So right in here, if you were to take this and just like kind of like sew it up, it would shrink, the shirt would shrink by that much space. So then it's really uncomfortable to use. Anyways, I'm just, my point is that shirt has to go, and I was going to buy a new shirt, but with all the money we're spending lately to just kind of furnish the house, get things like, you know, toilet paper, laundry detergent, stuff like that, like, I don't really want to buy another shirt right now. I know that it's like $20, but like that's still $20. I could buy so much like rice with that, I guess. Food. Be a self-functioning adult. Self-functioning. Self-supporting. Yeah, anyway. I don't know where my other uniforms are, and I'm really sad. Because one of the shirts I actually got when I was 14. Because the school that I currently go to is the first school I ever went to as a kid. Like when I was 12, that's where I went. That was my first kung fu school. Unfortunately, I didn't stick with it since I was 12. I would be such a beast right now. I'm 27 for reference. I guess I can share that information with you. But I tell you what. I don't know what I'm gonna tell you. I lost my train of thought. I just really want to shade now. Zoop. So that's the other thing I want to try and keep track of in this comic is light source. I kind of just throw the shadows wherever. I need to get better about that. That's what's nice about having the buffer though, because I will have time to be a little bit more mindful about these little things. Create some consistency. Like in the comic I posted today, I actually bothered to do a background of sorts for a fair portion of it, not all of it. I'm probably not gonna stop using just gradients, because honestly, it's just two people talking. Typically, it's not as though the location is really important. This time the location was important because we had to establish that Simoy was near the door. I don't know if that was clear when I finished it, though. That she ran away and she was like right next to the door. I don't know. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'm still learning quite a bit about trying to make things intelligible about, in comics and things. So you never want your readers to be like, what the heck just happened? What does this mean? You don't want people to have to like go back and read to understand your comic. Like, I mean, you can't do that for like everybody. Some people are just gonna not get it no matter what you try and do, which happens. It's not no fault of your own. It's nobody's fault. Sometimes that just happens. But yeah, you want to try and make it clear. Someone who's never seen the comic should be able to understand what's happening. That way they'll stick around and read more, because they'll be like, hey, I got it. Let's see what else this person has. It's just good. It's a good practice. Good storytelling, I guess. Yep. Oh god, hopefully I can buy like a real chair soon, because I still, even though I have like a ton of space behind me, it's wonderful. I don't have a chair yet. I'm still on my tiny little stool, and it's not very comfortable to sit on long term. Ow. Oh man. Okay, I just need to give my hand a little stretch. Oh no, they're doing the claw thing. Okay. I'm gonna do my Tai Chi stretch. It's really just kind of splaying the fingers out. My hands look so dirty. I took a shower. Why do they still look so bad? And that blister looks so big. It's gonna pop. It's gonna pop soon. I'm gonna have like 4 nasty things on my hands. Oh my god. Oh, they're so sore. Oh, I need my boyfriend to come here and get me my band-aids so that I can work without pain. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I've been playing Stardew Valley a lot lately, and oh my god, I was really hoping to get a PC computer. I don't care what kind. I don't know what kind. Well, actually, I was looking at a lot of Republic of Gamers stuff. Expensive taste, I know. But I really wanted to kind of get into more PC games and stuff, because on Steam there's a lot that are really good, but they're only for PC. They're only on Windows, not Mac. Which was like kind of sad. And I told my friend that's what my plan was. But before I knew it, my grandma was giving me her old Mac. I think it's not an it might be an iMac. Yeah, it's an iMac. It's not an eMac. It's not one of those little bubbles that are all colorful and stuff. But it's like from 2009. She never used it, never updated it. And I was like, it's a lot cheaper for me to just go buy a Mac Mini and get this up and running than to just buy a whole new computer setup, because I would have to do that for everything. I'd probably have to reinstall all my software. I don't know if I could do just a basic migration between PC and Mac. So I was like, it's probably less hassle. It was marginally less hassle. But I told my friend about the PC thing, and for my birthday she got me a Steam gift card. I couldn't find anything that I wanted to play that was Mac friendly except Stardew Valley. And I was like, I've been very curious about this game for a long time. It looks like a lot of fun. So I bought it, and I'm kind of addicted now. It's pretty bad. But I really wanted to do some comics with it lately. Like, I can think of, I've got some pretty funny ideas in my head, and I really want to do them. Oh my god, that game is so addictive. Oh. Certainly makes gardening look a lot more easy, though. I don't know how my little character has that much energy to do what she does. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, need a little more shadow here. Just the whole sleeve. So, look normal. No, it's not too bad. Just do it like this. Yeah, cool, that's not too bad. Now we do their pants. Oh, that's not the... I keep switching my brush to like the Impressionist brush, which makes everything all like blurry and fancy looking. I've never used it for reals. I think I just remember seeing what it does when I was first learning how to do digital art. So that was neat. It's very annoying because I keep wanting to switch colors, and I always I don't know, instead of pressing X, which is how I switch colors in Photoshop, it just toggles between the two main colors that you're using. I keep hitting B, which toggles through the different brushes I have. I don't know, they're not even that close together. I don't know why I do. Oh well. Yeah. The pants are probably the easiest things to color. Alright, let's do Danny's skin and Della's skin. I think I need to draw... Oh, it's kind of a tangent, isn't it? Ugh. I need to draw his elbow in. Cannot forget that. Select. I'm actually pretty excited about the garden. I really, it's gonna take a while for that little flower bed I dug out to like get to a point where I can plant anything in it, which I'm just excited. I really want to plant flowers. We really want to plant tomatoes and stuff, but we're getting towards the point in May where you really can't. It's getting a little bit hotter, and when you're starting plants out, you don't want them to be in the hottest part of the season. It's too much of a shock, and more often than not, they'll just kind of fizzle out. Or they'll just go straight to seed, which is not fun either. I don't want flowers on my tomatoes or whatever. I guess I do want flowers, but what am I thinking of? Am I thinking of lettuce? Yeah, I think I'm thinking of lettuce. Ugh, okay. Okay, let's draw his elbow. I think if I want his elbow. No, wrong brush. I want it to be. I guess I'd just make it a little bit more out this way. Oh, not that close, not that close. There we go. Just a tiny little change, but I think it'll be a little bit. I think it'll look better once it's in a comic form. I don't know. I think it looks better when you do that sort of thing. Avoid tangents, I mean. Like I was saying, it helps with the readability. So people don't have to double take and be like, I don't know what's wrong with that arm. Why does it do that? Oh, that's the other thing that's been bothering me. I don't know if it's like the new mattress that we got, or just the fact that it's a memory foam and I'm not used to it, or whatever, but oh my god, it's so uncomfortable. I'm not used to it, and it hurts. It hurts my back. I don't know. So many of us are like not even in our 30s yet, and we're like dying of back pain. My mattress isn't helping me at all. I'm really tempted to just like put a big old box right where I lay down and sleep, just soften it up. Cause it's really nice to just plop on, but it's not really nice for sleeping on for like 8 hours, you know. It's cricking my neck. I don't want to do Tai Chi right now, but I guess I have to do my Tai Chi straight back so that I don't end up hunching and making things worse than they have to be. So I probably have to go do a little bit more. I don't want to do more. I probably need to do a little bit more stuff in the garden. Nothing too big, I don't think. Got my little greenhouse set up, even though I'm not gonna get to use it this summer. It's, you know, you want to, if you're gonna start seedlings, you gotta start them earlier in the year. Like I ever had time for that. No, Bessie, I did not. Pop. Oh, Apple Wilson, is that you? Glad you could make it. What's this mess of a hand doing? I have no idea. Okay, that's not too bad. Zip. Oh, you're taking a nap. You don't have to apologize for taking a nap. I think everybody deserves naps whenever you can, and you don't have to apologize for taking a snooze. They're very necessary. am okay. I'm tired, but, well, what? Oh, I have to put that underneath. Just been busy as a bee this morning. That's the nice thing about Danny's hair. It's just like one little chunk. I just have to hit this little piece in the corner. He's so easy to just color. It's not easy to draw though. Della has all these little weird pieces now. My hair's so pointy, I have to really get in there with the wand tool. Here we go, pull it down. Zip over here, around. Is this a piece of her hair? It probably is. Yes, I haven't gotten to relax and draw in a long time, so this is very nice. I just got my table set up, I don't know, late last night, and then I just was like, I need to go to bed. I can't appreciate this right now. I need to go to sleep. But now I have it, and all is right with the world. Oop, that's not her hair. That's not her hair color. There we are. See all these little teeny pieces I can't get into. Okay. Her hair is so big. This pose was actually really kind of hard to figure out because, I don't know, because, like chibi heads are so much bigger in proportion. It took me a while to figure out how is this supposed to work. Because it doesn't quite look like this at this angle. If you put your hands on the top of your head, the angle of the arm right here is nowhere near as wide. At least for me, it's much more squished together. But that's not how her proportions are, so I really had to figure that one out. Which is always kind of... It's good to have little brain teasers like that, but, Fun-sized, yes. I like this face. It looks so scandalized. Oh, thank you, Liliette. That's very sweet of you. I'm glad it looks cute. That's the main point of it. So, I don't know, maybe not this expression, but it's it can be cute in its own way, I suppose. Let's fix his face too. I don't think he's blocked in. Whoa! That always looks spooky when I close it. and I look at the weird transparency. It's a little demonic, maybe? It's just spooky. It's just spooky. It ain't right. Okay, I got a lot of coloring over to do. It's probably here and the lines I think that I have to spend the most time on. The fill bucket doesn't go as cleanly as I like it to. So I can get the bulk of it down, but then you have this cleanup stage. Because I want it to look nice. Oh. Not too big eyes. I don't know. Dell's got some pretty big eyes. Oh, here. I can show you guys the model sheet somehow. Let me see if I can show you the model sheet. I think that might be interesting. Her eyes are, I think everything about her has gotten so much bigger over the years. It's funny. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Let's see, what is that called? Model sheet. Okay, and there we go. Just real briefly, I can show you what's happening. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. So this is like the original model sheet. Like, look how different she is. It's so funny. Her eyes were a lot smaller back then. Everything about her is like so much more exaggerated nowadays. Except her hands. Oh my gosh, her hands were too teeny. They were too teeny. I don't know. Anyways, okay. So I'm just, yeah. It's just kind of funny. It's just kind of funny to see that sort of thing. I don't know if, like, maybe some other time maybe we can, like, go through that a little bit more. Hands are the hardest part. Yeah, hands are definitely pretty tricky. I think feet are probably worse for me. I don't know. Just some of the way like the toes fold, because it's not just like, the foot isn't just a paddle, you know? So it's trying to get the little curves on the toes to make them look natural is so hard. That's my struggle right now. I don't draw a lot of feet. I don't want to, like, I don't know, like, go in public and take my sketchbook and someone wants to look at it and like, oh no, there's so much feet in this book. This person has a foot fetish or something. I don't know. I read into this sort of stuff too much. Not just her eyes, but yeah, her hair especially. Like look at her hair. It's like it's like 30% of her body is her hair. I feel. Okay, maybe 20% of her body is her hair. But that's just because I really like drawing it. It's the sweeps in her hair are really fun, I find. So that's why I kind of just do them. It takes a couple flicks of the wrist nowadays to get her hair. Not like Danny's hair, which was just trifling. I don't know. It was very difficult to get his hair right today. think I'm just, in general, I'm pretty happy that, like, my style is at least sort of stabilized a bit. So that way I don't have to, I don't know. It's a little less headache once you kind of know what you want your art to look like. I think a big part of finding that out is just doing it. Just do it over and over, and you're gonna find that you're just gonna gravitate towards what you like. I don't know. I guess I should color in her eyes too. Blah. That was so much work. Oh my gosh. It's nice to have little things like that that really take out all of the hard work. Who knows? Oh no, it's so tiny. I need it bigger. Oh. Let's see. Her eyes aren't really doing much in this comic, are they? Huh. It's all in the body language this time. I think that's probably one of my favorite things to do, is like really fun body language. I'm not sure why, I've just always really liked it. Okay, let's find Danny's. Oh no, did I lose my model sheet? I actually always have that out and open for when I'm working on my stuff. It's where I save all my palettes and things. Okay. There we go. Yes, my new room is, I wouldn't say it's completed. I fortunately have my computers set up. I have space to draw and work in now. I like it. It's much bigger. At some point I'll have to show like my previous workspace. So that was basically just the same fold-up table I have now, and I had a stool, and right behind my back, not even a fist's length distance, was the end of my bed. So it was very, very cramped little space, and now I have a whole big empty space behind me. It's gonna be so much more comfortable to work in here, so I'm really excited. There's a nice big window I can look out of, and it's really nice. And it's not gonna get super hot and humid in here because it's a bigger room. I'm pretty happy because, you know, I moved out of an apartment into a house with a backyard and everything. So I'm just over the moon right now. I'm exhausted, but over the moon. I think that's all I gotta do for that. So let's color in his skin. Oh, I hope my boyfriend comes back with those band-aids. My blisters are freaking out. I don't know, even us fun-sized folks can get pretty cramped sometimes. At least I guess art isn't really a really demanding of space kind of hobby. I was really hoping to try and get into some more like painting and stuff, so that took up a lot of space. But yeah, that was not good. So hopefully I really want to do oil painting. I was gonna do something for my mom for Mother's Day. I did not have time to even attempt that. I feel really bad, so I don't want to just get her flowers though. It's so boring. Might just have to though. That's probably where we're at this point. I feel like such a bad daughter. Like the other day, I almost forgot it was Mother's Day. Like I had acknowledged that I need to do something for Mom this Sunday, and then like 5 hours later, I forgot that Mother's Day existed, and I was trying to schedule a private lesson for flamenco. I was like, no, I'm a terrible daughter. Where did I start? In the middle? Oh, that's not a good place. I like to start at either the top of the page or the bottom of the page. That way I just can move up slowly and I don't have to backtrack. And I don't know, just my workflow is better this way. Do something simple. She will probably like whatever. I mean, that's usually how moms are, like, especially if it's a homemade gift from their child. I think all moms, like, they don't even care. It's just like, oh, my child made me something kind of thing. I'm gonna have to keep it simple. Can't afford to do much else this year. And I don't really want to take her out to dinner that day, because, oh man, everybody and their mom is gonna go out to dinner. But wait. Oh no. Here we go. I'm gonna have to come back and fix that hand. Okay. Oh, I forgot this spot too. Ah. Everything's so much neater if you can just like clean up before you can start shading. Missed a few spots. Oh. No, you can't go to Mother's Day with your mom. That's sad. But, you know, I'm sure a call will do. She'll be happy to hear from you. That's the other thing I need to study is manly muscles. I have none of which I can study personally. So it's gonna be another interesting thing to look up. Google search. I have male bodybuilders all over my computer, and my boyfriend's gonna come home like, what, why? No. Is this how you want me to look? Nah. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do for art references. Good enough. Okay. Nope, wrong side, wrong side. Yeah, pay attention to those light sources. Do I mind being called owl? Not really, no. No. It's probably better than zombie. I feel like there's probably a lot of zombies out there, and I don't know why I picked the name Zombie Owl. I liked owls, and I was an edgy 13-year-old at the time. Or maybe I was 14. Either way. I don't know why I picked zombies. It just sounded good, I guess. Oh no, that's the wrong color. I'm always being a hoot. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Being a hoot and having a hoot. That's what I like to hear. Just legitimately really like owls. They're just too cute. Scary little floofs of doom. I love them. We all had a name we regretted using. Oh my god, yes. I don't know. Did you guys ever do like the things where you have like tons of like X's and stuff scattered throughout your username, just kind of like artistically? Oh my gosh, I had one like that. Oh man. Dark X Lily. Yeah. That one's not too bad though. I actually had one that I threw the word Chan into, you know, like the Japanese honorific. Like, oh god. I look back at that like a year later and instantly regretted it. It wasn't even like 2 years. Oh my god, so bad. We were having fun. I guess that's all we were thinking of. But yeah, no, my least favorite thing about like the X's in decorative text is that you have to type that in every time you want to log into something new. It's just so much more work. It's probably my biggest pet peeve about it, other than it just looking kind of weird. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. Which color did I use? This. Lighter color. I used X when. Oh, okay. That's a good point. Instead of having to add numbers, I guess, yeah. One time, I was really upset that, like, because I like using Zombie Owl. Nowadays, I just use it for everything. I was upset that, like, somebody else had used that name, and, you know, their account had never been used. I was really upset, but then, like, I was able to somehow trick. No, it wasn't really a trick. I used, instead of a lowercase l, I used a capital I, and it looked the same. I don't like this. But then I was like, I shouldn't do this, because if I do, then people are gonna think it's Zombie Owl, and they're gonna type in Zombie Owl with an L and not an I. But yeah, so I ended up having to use numbers and stuff. I think that's what I did with YouTube. I don't remember. Might have been YouTube. I think I need to figure out Danny's hair palette. I think I changed it, and now it looks funny to me. I think I made it darker. Maybe I can increase saturation. A little bit like that. Yeah, we'll call that good for now. I'm going to want to do different color to help balance it off here. Okay. That's okay. It's better. I'm gonna have to update that when I'm done. Yeah, I just started watching the second season of Dragon Prince the other day. Still working on that, but it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I really find that I have to be, like, in the mood to watch that show. Just because, you know, speaking of, like, cringy usernames, just think of cringy OCs, and I swear to God, Rayla is, like, almost a carbon copy of my old OC that was just, like, so complicated and just kind of, I think Mary Sue is the word for it. I don't know. Just, ugh. But, yeah, I swear, all we need is for Rayla to secretly be a princess, and it's the same character. But Scottish. It's not a bad show, though, I gotta say. I do enjoy it. Makes me very nostalgic, because it reminds me of books like Del Toro Quest and stuff, which I haven't finished the series of that. I should probably get on that too, but her hair. I need to figure that out too. Ooh, wrong layer, wrong layer. Oh. Okay. Oh gosh. I think I'm gonna finish Della's hair and I'm gonna have to take a break because I'm getting tired. Just like actually physically tired from working in the garden so much today, so. I just need to drink more water. Oh my gosh. Hopefully next time we do a stream, it won't be so rushed, and I'll be able to give people like time to get here before I start working and yammering on. And oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I guess I should do one more shadow on her hair. Right here. It's probably good. Ooh. Just keep getting bigger. Ah. Okay. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna call it good now.